So, we all know who these people are, right? Like, we know who...
Everyone
Mr. Gainer. We know who, like, everyone
Rihanna
on this slide is. Do we know who anyone on this slide is?
Yeah. No. The old guy down at the bottom.
Okay, Brooke is our one. So these are the 2017 Nobel Prize winners. People you would think that would be like important to know, but we know who everyone on here is, right? We know Kim Kardashian, Harry Styles, Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Zac Efron, and Brooke is our one that knows someone on this slide. Even though these people have like accomplished things and are very intelligent. Not that celebrities can't be smart too. I mean, they can. But these would be people that, you know, you would think you want to have a bigger impact on your life. So that's kind of what I'm going to center my thesis around, is how today with social media and television and movies being such a large part of who we are and what we do every day, I mean, I know if I leave the house without my phone, like I freak out and I'm like, what am I going to do? What if somebody tries to text me? What if I like, what about my Snapchat streaks? What am I going to do? So yeah. American Gods is by Neil Gaiman, who's the same guy that wrote Coraline. This is, you know, quite the same, but it's the same guy that wrote it. And it's the story of Shadow Moon, who's an ex-con hired by this guy who was actually his dad, we find out later, to kind of be his bodyguard. And it uses like Greek, Egyptian, and Norse mythology kind of to talk about technology and like the conflict between like an old generation and a new generation. So next, if the video works, we're going to watch a clip from Gossip Girl.
Yes,
maybe, if it'll work, but I don't know if it will. Whoop. Okay, maybe?
Could you try going on his computer and like clicking it?
There's nothing to click.
Like if you hover over it, maybe.
Yeah, the play. Is that the play one? Or is that just...
No, that's like to play the PowerPoint.
You can look it up on YouTube because it's a
Could it be because you're like not actually in the presentation?
Right click on it.
It's in the presentation. It worked before, but this is...
Can you make it full screen?
Okay,
Yeah,
well, we're going to watch some Gossip Girl, but anyways, what happens is our redhead over here is kind of like miming texting on her phone because they just got their phones taken away. And I have the code in my paper here somewhere. Okay, anyways, but what happens is her friend is like, I think, she's like, she hasn't checked Gossip Girl in an hour, or like, and this girl's like freaking out. And basically, Blair Waldorf comes in with their little bag of phones, and the girls all like reach for them like little piranhas because they're like really excited to have their phones back. Which seems kind of extreme, but at the same time, that's really essentially what happens today. I mean, you see kids at younger and younger ages with their phones. Like, I was at church yesterday, and this girl that's, she's in like the 3rd grade, and her mom got her a phone, and like she didn't want to do anything in Sunday school because she was like, I just want to play my phone. Like, do I have to? Like, I just want to play my phone. And I was like, you're in the 3rd grade. What do you? I don't, because I didn't have a phone until the summer before my freshman year. Because my parents didn't want to give me a phone. They didn't want to kind of hook me on technology too early. But I know I'm still part of the problem. So yeah, we are just really, really attached to those cell phones. Exhibit A. So this is kind of what happens nowadays compared to when like our parents were young and trying to build their careers. We do everything from our cell phones. I mean, you can text people, you can call people, you can send and receive your emails, you can check your grades on your phone, you can pay your bills on your phone, you can transfer money on your phone, you can literally do everything. Your phone is like the key to the world. And so a lot of our interactions just become like online, and you lose that person-to-person relationship, and just like having a conversation, like that just doesn't happen anymore. And I'm sure all of our parents have made us like, you know, put down your phone at dinner, like we're gonna have like a real, you know, technology day, which feels weird for us because we have like grown up with the iPhone and iPods and stuff like that, and the generations behind us that really do just grow up with that stuff. Because I mean, I do remember before the iPhone came out. I mean, there was still some technology, but the generations now, like even just like the freshmen who have always like known like the iPhone and the like iPads and all that stuff, which is really sad because you lose like, even when people used to, everyone had to take notes on paper, and now we all take notes on our laptops, and just when things were so different and not as easy, which some of it is good. I mean, technology can help us for the better. I mean, I know I like being able to take notes on my laptop because I feel like I can type everything out faster. You're not having to worry about, I didn't get to write that down, I forgot what you said. But at the same time, you do lose some of that personal connection. So this is Kris Jenner saying, I don't have any soul servers here and it's making me have a rash. Which again, sounds kind of stupid and extreme, but it is a reality that a lot of people face. Because you fear, like, I can't check, well, we don't really have the Facebook thing, that's more like our parents and stuff, but your parents might be like, I need to check Facebook, I need to Facebook Live my children's birthday party. So yeah, and it's almost like you need it to survive in society. It's kind of that survival of the fittest. If you don't know how to work technology, as a teacher you might not be able to get a job because they need you to be able to work a computer and use Microsoft Word and all that stuff, and even just other like technical jobs that you can't have if you don't know it, or people that lose their jobs because of robots and stuff coming in, because that personal stuff is taken away by the technology. Another thing I want to talk about is the special snowflake syndrome that our generation especially suffers from, where our whole lives it's been, here's a participation trophy, you showed up to the soccer game, like you get your little ribbon, everyone at the end of the year, like volleyball party, you all get a little medal because you were on the volleyball team, which it's good in the sense that it boosts your like self-esteem temporarily, but at the same time it makes you become like used to getting things and everybody wins, and so then when you get older and some of that stuff dies away, it's like, oh, like I don't get everything. I like do lose sometimes. Everyone's not a winner. Everybody's gonna get everything they want. And especially right now, like getting into college and stuff, because I mean, getting into high school is a little harder than, you know, transferring your middle school if you go to a private school. But like getting into college, a kid that may have always had straight A's, or even if they go to a public school and they may be the smartest kid there, but they don't get into the college that they want to because it's different standards and stuff. But yeah, everyone kind of, I know I always feel like looking back at my childhood, that like I always my walls are lined with participation trophies and participation ribbons. So like even though I didn't win anything, I didn't like place, I didn't really do anything great, I still have trophies and everything. It's weird. I mean, even at like our competitions, like I know at the like taps dance competition, some of that stuff, like I have a medal, but it's like it was rigged and it was stupid, and I was like, I didn't really do anything to deserve this. Like I'm grateful for the things that I have, but at the same time, like it doesn't give you that sense of accomplishment when you do something on your own, from your own merit, that you earned, that you worked hard for. When things are just handed to you, it doesn't give you that same feeling. And the last thing that I want to touch on is money makes the world go round. I think we see it time and time again where if you have money, or if you have more money, things can become easier for you. I mean, we go to private school, so we all do have some level of privilege, and I mean, everyone has a different level. I mean, there's people of all income levels, even in BL, but still just that money does make the world go round, and if you want to go to a really, like, Ivy League tuition is insane. I mean, all college tuition is through the roof expensive, and so if you are someone that comes from a lower income family and you didn't get that base education, so you can't qualify for a scholarship because you don't have the GPA, and so sometimes you do get stuck in that cycle of no one in their family can graduate because they don't have the money to send them to a good enough school to get them into college. And money just really, it controls everything. And it's just a piece of paper and little coins that control everything we do. And in American Gods, that's the book I read, never talked about that. The book I read is called American Gods. And they use money as like a protectant, and so there's a scene where this girl, they're looking at the moon, and she literally like technically like takes it out of the sky and turns it into like a little coin, and there's like a gold coin that represents the sun. And so they use money as like a protectant, kind of. I don't know. But yeah, money is really, I mean, it's that safety net. I mean, you hear about people like if there's a draft and they have money, then a family might be able to pay for their son to not have to go to war. I mean, people even just like sliding like someone like a $20 bill, like if you keep this quiet, like I'll give you extra money, or like a taxi driver, like if you drive fast, like here, I'll pay you extra. And money just really controls the world, which it's hard because it's a hard world to make it in. It is hard to get to that level of making enough money to feel secure and safe, and that's why I know I focused on getting a good job, because I know that if I want my kids to have the things that I didn't have, I have to get that good job and make more money just so that my kids can have more opportunities. Because I know there have been times where I've watched other kids get things that I'm like, well, if my family had more money, like maybe things would have been different, or I don't know. And I'm not like, I mean, I know my parents work hard, and I'm not like, why don't they make more money? Like they should have worked harder and been lawyers and doctors and gotten more money. I'm very thankful for everything that I have. But I also know that in today's age, and as things are moving forward, money is very important, and it's just this center of what everything revolves around, and who's making more money, who's worth more money, whose company is worth more money, who can sell the most. So yeah, that's what I talked about, and that's the end.